Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Richard, and in today's video, I'll be talking about why I've decided to downgrade my NAS. Kind of. So, the system I'm using right now is an old HP computer I got from refurb.ie. I probably overpaid a lot. To be more specific, it's a HP 290G1 SFF. My plan is to switch to this Dell Optiplex 7050 Micro. While the size is a lot smaller, the performance actually isn't even that much less, while the power draw is about half. While I have tried different operating systems for my home servers, my go to is TrueNAS Scale. It's the one I'm most comfortable with, so I don't see myself changing that. Well, not for this video anyway. The reason I'm calling this a downgrade is because while I am losing some things, I'm actually gaining others. So it's kind of more of a downsizing. I kind of hopped on the home server trend a while back and basically just overestimated what I needed from my system. I personally thought I'd be running like multiple Docker containers like Plex, Pi-hole, and multiple different virtual machines, but in the end, over the 2 years, I probably just ran 2 or 3 different Docker containers with my NAS. My old i5 8500 had a TDP of 65 watts, while my new i7 7700T has only 35 watts, which is almost half. So yeah, it's going to be a bit easier on the power draw while not really losing the performance I need. In the old build, I was using an NVMe SSD as a boot drive, basically because it was what came with the PC. Um, and I added 2 1 terabyte laptop hard drives for bulk storage. And yeah, not the best idea. Those hard drives were ripped out of old dying laptops, so it was only a matter of time before they gave up. For the new build, I'm switching fully to NVMe storage to keep things small. I already had one 500 gig SSD lying around, and I picked up another one just so I can run them in RAID for redundancy. It's not a ton of space, but at least if one drive dies, I'm not instantly screwed. And yeah, I know 500 gigs isn't a lot of storage for an NAS, but here's the thing: in the last 2 years, I've only used about 80 gigs total, so it's more than enough for me. Here it is. You can see that one NVMe is already installed, and you might be wondering where the other one will go. So sometimes with the higher end micro or mini PCs, it comes with 2 different slots, but this one sadly didn't. So I had to think of a workaround. And the one that I found was this, I'm going to call it Wi Fi card adapter to M.2. So hopefully I can just slot it in and put in another SSD. I haven't actually tried this yet, so fingers crossed it'll work. I also went ahead and replaced the thermal paste on this CPU, but I did that off camera because honestly I was just too excited to get started. This should be everything I need to build this computer, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Earlier in the video, I mentioned about losing some things and also gaining others with my new system. Other than the obvious storage size decrease, I'm also losing a 2.5 gig network card that I had installed, but I'm happy to trade that for a smaller footprint and a more efficient setup. I don't really have a good way of putting this, so I'm hopefully going to just push this down and hope the ribbon cable doesn't break. Okay, so I finally got it in, and now I need to turn it on and test to see if it still works. So I'm actually having issues right now. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I've tried installing Ubuntu onto the computer, but it is just taking forever. So I'm going to try remove everything, every SSD except for this one, and just install it on that and see how that goes. Okay, so it looks like the installation is working now, which isn't a great thing. So I'm gonna go install it, then shut down everything, and try install the SSDs again to see if I can get any further. So it's been about a day since the last clip, and since then I've got Ubuntu working, and the 2 disks have shown up in the disk utility app. So it's looking well. Um, Next steps is just to try and install TrueNAScale. So I've actually made some progress. I have got TrueNAScale installed and it seems to be working, but I've ran into an issue. I don't know if you can see it behind me there, but I am getting spammed by error logs. Basically, from what I can tell, is Scale can't recognize the Wi-Fi adapter to M.2, but um, the UI is actually working. I've got that up on my laptop, and I was able to create a mirrored pool with the two disks. So I've done a bit of research and found that I can actually disable that error message and stop it from coming up, which I'm going to try. It did say that that is not recommended, but I'm going to try it anyway. Good news and bad news is that, well, I couldn't get the error message to stop coming up. Um, it does only show up when I'm plugged into a display from the actual NAS, and I've checked from the UI on the laptop, and it is idling at around like 5 and sometimes goes up to 15% CPU usage, which I'm pretty happy with. That's everything for this video. I've achieved what I wanted for my new NAS. It's got everything I set out to do. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking or subscribing. Thank you.